All right, so now it is time to continue the construction of our website. We're going to finalize the contacts page in this video. So I guess, Rob, go ahead and show us what we're going to learn.
Okay, let's go ahead and open our...
Teach us.
You will learn. Let's open up our contact page here. Okay, now the first thing we want to do is go back to our Photoshop mockup to determine the amount of space. I know there's some space around our pieces.
Yeah.
And so here we have our contact page in Photoshop. And I'm just going to kind of guess as to a number there. And I'm going to go ahead and copy our text. I know I'm going to be needing it soon.
Sure.
So let's copy.
Control-C.
Switch back.
So you're not going to go ahead and measure out that border, just kind of get a general estimate of what it should be?
Yeah, I think we can get close enough in this case because everything is pretty loose in here.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to drag a table in here.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have something else in here, I can get rid of our placeholder.
Okay.
And this table is just going to be a padding table, similar to our pad around the contact.
Right, that created that 14 pixel inset.
That's right. So this one, I'm going to make one row, one column.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 100% width.
Okay.
We're going to have no border. We're going to have a cell pad of about, I'm going to say 20.
Mm-hmm.
If we need to change it, we'll change it. And no cell space.
All right.
Okay, so that
creates our border.
Yeah, that creates our border. I'm going to drop another table into here.
All right.
And we'll give it one row.
And two columns.
And two columns, right?
Yeah.
And 100%. And no border. And this one I'm going to give a cell pad of, say, 10.
Mm-hmm.
And no cell space. Now, the reason I gave it 10 is so that there would be some separation between the text, which I'm going to have aligned this way, and the image.
So it'll be aligned on the right.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and paste my text in here.
Okay. Control-V.
Control V.
There you go.
There we have text, and now you notice that it's black text.
Yeah, it needs some formatting.
Yeah. Let's fix that globally because I don't think I need really black text anywhere specifically. Because all of our text is inside this, except for the footer, which I think we have separated out.
Okay.
So let's go here to our...
the footer has its own class.
Right. So let's go to the basic CSS.
Mm-hmm.
Click on body. And here's our font properties.
Mm-hmm.
And just double click on that and make it white.
Now, is this going to be for the whole site or just for this page?
This will affect this will affect the entire site.
Okay.
Unless, in other words... Oops, didn't mean to click that one. Let's close that.
Maximize.
Close and save.
Mm-hmm.
And close that one. This will affect every piece of text on the site unless you overwrite it.
Now, real quickly, that text kind of turned white while I was talking. What did you just do?
Well, I made it right. I made it white. Maybe it didn't update until I changed it. I changed this. It was black.
Okay, we double-clicked into the body, and then under the font text just went in there, chose the color white.
Right, see, it changed from black.
I see, okay. I just wanted to make sure that everybody got to see that, because that kind of happened while we were discussing.
Right.
All right, cool.
So I'm going to close that and save again.
All right, awesome.
Okay, so we have our text, and we'll get to formatting it shortly. I'm going to drag an image holder here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go get our tree rings. So we have contact, tree rings.
Okay.
There it is.
Wow.
And I guess we could call it tree rings. We don't really have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to leave it alone.
Okay.
There's no real point in doing it.
All right.
Okay. Now you notice that our text is floating.
Mm-hmm.
It will automatically align center.
Sure.
But we can make it align bottom by clicking on these cells and going to horizontal alignment. Vertical alignment, bottom.
Okay, awesome.
Just like that?
Yeah.
And we can make it align right. Just clicking up here, align right.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for each paragraph.
I gotcha.
And so that's pretty good. Let's preview. Okay, so we got a little more space over here than I wanted.
Yeah, maybe a little more than we need.
Let's go back. Now, how can we fix this? Oh, wait, maybe that's okay. Let me look. Yeah, that's the natural combination of those two, isn't it?
Yeah,
You think?
I think so.
Well, let's take a look. We can change this color. Oops, hit preview. Nope. We have extra space over here.
Ah, okay. I see what you did. So you changed the background color of that cell,
Right.
just kind of as a diagnostic.
Right. So let me uncheck that.
All right.
And let's try something here. Let's see if we can tell this cell to be a specific pixel width, because we know it's not going to change.
Okay.
So an inspector under cell with it selected, we can say, instead of saying width auto, we can say width pixel, and it'll automatically fill in its current value.
Okay.
So let's go back to preview. I think I did it.
I think that cleaned it up, yeah.
Yeah.
It no longer looks all extra wide.
Right. That did it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, nice work.
Okay. So we want to add a little bit more style to the name and the title of the person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to add a new inline style. I'm going to select her name, William Barrow.
Yeah.
And click inline style.
Okay.
A new generic. This will create a new
class.
class for it, and we'll call this one contact
name.
Yep, contact name. Well, no, I'll just do it all together. Name.
Okay.
Okay. Now, anything we put in here.
Now, is there a reason you just put it all together as opposed to using an underscore?
No particular reason. It's just a matter of preference, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, convention for style sheets usually don't have underscores.
I gotcha.
So, let me move this down so I can read both of those at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have our contact name. Let's change it to something slightly larger. Let's make it 11 pixels.
Could go check over in Photoshop and see what we had over there.
Yeah, let's see what he says. We had it at 12 pixels.
And bold.
And bold. Right, bold. Okay, let's go back. So let's make them 12 pixels.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't always directly translate from Photoshop, but it's usually really close.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good enough guideline.
Right, and weight will change to bold. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can select that one and select this one, and now we have contact name over here.
So we just check in line, and there you go.
All right, so those two are set, and we're going to make another new generic for the titles. We'll call this one contact title. And on this one, I'm going to make it italic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think let's see. It's a 10 point. We know that they start at 10 point. 9 points too small. So I'm going to leave that out.
Okay.
I think that's good. So I'm going to hit save. And assign it to this one. And there we have it.
Nice.
Now, there's one more thing we could do. Since these guys are email addresses, we can make it so that when you click on them, your mail browser, your web, your mail program,
like Outlook,
email program, right, will automatically start.
Nice.
So all you have to do is select the web address, hit copy under. Oops, sorry. Try that again.
So Control C.
Right. In here, what it'll have the text automatically selected in here. Just paste it in here, hit enter. It'll add the mail to tag automatically, which is nice. The HTML tag.
Right.
And now it will, when you click on it, it will take you to where you want to go.
Okay.
Now we have an issue here.
Turned blue.
It turned blue.
Yeah.
The blue is the default. So let me go ahead and do this one too. Just pasting it in there. And that is set in that original body tag. Well, not in the body tag, but in this basic CSS.
Sure.
And where it's set is right here, the A link. Right.
Okay.
So we can change that to white. I guess we'll change it to white.
And since we don't really have any outside links that need to be blue on our site, we could probably just change it globally and be just fine.
That's right. So I think we'll be fine there. And while we're at it, we'll change the visited, because they choose really garish colors to start with. We'll change them all to white.
Now, if you wanted to make your own link style, is there a way you can do that?
How do you mean?
Like, let's say we didn't want to change the default.
Yeah, yeah. You can override this.
Okay.
These are just defaults that I'm
Make a
setting right
new
now.
inline style.
Right.
Gotcha.
Let's go ahead and do that. I'll save those changes. So if we made a new inline style and called it contact
email,
right?
Yeah.
We can go in here.
So, like, for some reason, if you had set the default colors for the entire site to something else for your links, but you wanted your emails to be something special,
right.
This is how you do it.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Okay, so we could change the color. Let's change it to like a slightly different gray, maybe
add a little blue to it, maybe.
Yeah, let's make it a little pale blue. You don't make it too dark.
Yeah. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. And now you'll notice the underline is
gone.
It's gone. Is it gone?
Yeah.
No, it's there.
No, it's
okay.
there. Okay, it was just covered over by the box.
Yeah, it's covered over.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And then we could go down to Linda Thompson's email
and make it a part of that
do
class.
the same thing. So there's two different ways to do it. You could change it at the global level if you wanted to,
right.
Or you could create your very own special class just for this one area.
That's right.
Very nice.
So I believe that does it.
I think that wraps up the contact page.
Yep.
So really with that's going to finish up this video. Can we go ahead and get this published before we close out?
Sure. Let's go ahead and save. Now in this case, so we're already connected.
We're already connected.
So we just hit the upload modified files. These are the two files we changed, and just click OK. And we're done.
Let's check this out in Firefox real quick.
Go ahead.
So if we come over here, of course, we can bring up Firefox. And it should bring up Firefox.
You may have to have something selected before it launches.
That would probably help. So choose like one of these guys.
Right.
And then... Now, I just did something kind of interesting. You'll notice that what I did was I selected index, and then I just clicked on the preview in browser button as opposed to holding it down to get the flyout. And what that's going to do is open up with any selected browser you have.
You can view in multiple browsers with that button.
Right. So what I'm going to do is go back into Edit, and you'll notice I also have an active checkbox next to Live Rendering. That's the same engine used in the Preview tab. So what we're going to do is switch that off. We don't really need it. We'll just primarily use Firefox for now. Click OK. And so now I can select Index. Just click on this button. It's even got the little Firefox emblem up there. And so now we're just viewing in Firefox. Let's go straight to the contacts page. Voila!
There it is.
Gorgeous looking context page, exactly like what we saw in Photoshop with a couple of added features. And we can even click and notice down in the lower left-hand corner of the screen it says mail to W. Barrow at stonesriver.log.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And I don't think I'm going to try to actually send an email to that.
It probably wouldn't make it.
No, probably not. So that really is going to wrap it up for this video. And from here, we'll move on and start finishing up the rest of the pages.
All right.
Thanks.